All right, welcome back. And today we are going to do a question called rectangle intersection. And yeah, let's look at the question right here. It's given two rectangles, find the area of intersection. So as you can see, we already have some boilerplate code where a rectangle is defined as min x, min y, min x, max x, and max y. And basically, you just need 2 points, the extremities, the two corners to be able to create your rectangle. And then giving two of these rectangles, you're going to have to find the area of their intersection. So for example, here, it's kind of a shitty drawing, but basically if you have this rectangle and then this rectangle, the A and the B, then the intersection would be the X part. Cool. So let's look at a drawing to make it a little bit more easy to understand. So here we have two rectangles. We have a yellow one and also a blue one. We're gonna draw the yellow one. So as you can see, min x and min y. So what does that mean? So min x means the minimum x, and then the minimum y is also the minimum y. So we could think of it as two extremities, this one and that one, right? We could kind of think of that. So first, we're gonna have the first point at 0, 0, which is this guy. And then we're gonna have the second point, the other corner, which is 3, 2. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. And then the other point will be here, right? So technically, you can draw your rectangle like this. And then the other one, it would be rectangle 2, which is, let's do the same thing. The first corner is 1, 1. And then 3, 3, it should be right here. Okay. And then here is the other rectangle. Oops. Cool. Yeah, here you go. Okay. So basically the area that we care about would be this one. This is the area that we care about. All right, cool. So how do we calculate this area? Well, in some sense, it's kind of simple because all you need to do is to know what the rectangle of this new one is. And what is the new corners of the rectangle? It is this guy and this guy. Right? So that's pretty simple. Now, when you think about it, if we move around our second rectangle, essentially it's always the same thing, right? Let's just take this off for now. No matter where you go here, the corners, it's going to be the blue corner and the yellow corner. So that is the new the new rectangle. As you can see here, this guy and this guy would be this new rectangle. And then that's how you would calculate the area, right? So, and then there's other cases where imagine if it's all the way in or all the way out or the other side and stuff like that. But in the end, the corners are always going to be either the corner of the yellow one or the corner of the blue one, right? So let's just take back the same example as we did before, this one. Okay, so how are we going to get the area? Well, first, we're going to identify which corner it is, all right? And then which corner do we have to take? It is this one and that one. So how do we get these corners? How do we know which corner it is? Well, the key here is to remember that it's either one or the other. So how would you know? Okay, so what you would do is, given the minimum right here, right, the minimum x and minimum y, then what you want to do is you want to calculate the maximum of the minimum of this guy versus this guy, right? Because no matter where you go, we're going to get the maximum because it's in an intersection. And then we do the same thing for this corner, but instead of maximum, we take the minimum. All right, let me show you an example to be more clear. All right, so imagine if we have this guy over here, like this, then what is the corner? So we want this rectangle, right? We want this rectangle. So because we want this rectangle, then we care about this corner and this corner, right? So then what is the minimum? So here in the, for example, let's just take this one. This one would be the minimum of x, like the min x would be the maximum of min x of this triangle, and also the min x of the yellow triangle, right? Because here, as you can see, the min x of yellow is 0, but then the min x of x for the blue rectangle is this one, is like 0.5 or something. So then that's how we're gonna get the new min x for the new rectangle. And then the same thing we do for everything else. For example, min y. And then min y would be the max of the same thing, min y, and the yellow's min y. Oops. Right. Cool. And then we do the same thing for the max, but instead this time it's going to be the minimum that we care about. So max of x is min of the same thing, max of y equals min of the same thing. So here it's max x max x, max y, max x, max y, right? So there you have it. So that's how you can get the corners of your new rectangle, the rectangle that is a subrectangle of both of them. Now, how do we get the area? Well, the area is pretty simple. Because you have your rectangle, they have a min x, min y, max x, max y. So basically what you're doing is you just calculate the area. And how do you calculate the area? The area is basically just max x minus min x times max x, max y minus min y, right? So for example, if you have a rectangle like this, right, and then your max x would be here, which is, let's say it's like 4, 0, and then yeah, you're just gonna get the difference of this guy, which is 4, and then this guy, if it's like, for example, maybe it's like 3, 6 in terms of the y's, then you just do 6 minus 3 and you're gonna get 3, and then you just multiply these together and you get 12. So then the area here would be 12, like this, right? So that's basically it. There's two things you have to do. First, you find the corner of your new rectangle, and then you just find the area. And to find the area, you just subtract these together. All right, so let's code it up. And then, yeah. So let's go back to the coding, and then we're just gonna do the same thing. So actually, before we do that, what is the time complexity, time and space complexity of this? Well, to get the corners, all you have to do is you have to look at the max and min of these corners. And then what that is basically constant time. And then also to calculate the area, you're just doing an operation where you subtract the x's and the y's, and then you multiply them together. That would also be constant time. And then for space, we didn't add any space. We're just calculating these things. So that is constant space. All right, cool. So let's write this down. Let's write this down. And then, okay, cool. So the first thing you want to do, let's just modify our rectangle so that we have a function called area, so we could calculate the area, right? So kind of like I said before, all you have to do is you have to subtract the x's together, their max x minus self min x, and then you multiply that by the y, the length of the y. So you just do max y minus self max, min y, right? And then we also have to do a little bit of a checkup. So in case there's an issue, like if it's not a true rectangle. It might happen because the way that we're gonna calculate intersection area later, but I'll show you how. So you have to make sure that the min x is smaller than the max x, because or else that would be kind of like an inverted rectangle, or if it's like 0, 0, then there's no area, right? Okay. If that ends, the same thing with y. Okay, and then that's pretty much it. And then if it doesn't satisfy that, we'll just return 0 in the area, because it's either not a rectangle or it has like a 0 area. So intersection. So first what we want to do is we want to create our new rectangle. Our new rectangle would be the intersection rectangle, right? Intersection rectangle, a new rectangle. Okay, and then how do we get the min x, min y? Like we said before, if we look back at our thing, the min x is basically the max of the blue min x and the yellow min x, right? So let's do that. Intersection rect min x equals max of rect, the first one, min x. So here we have like the blue rectangle and then the yellow rectangle. Yep. And then we essentially do the same thing, but for the y. Oops. All right, and then we do the same thing for the max, but instead of taking the max of them, you take the min. And then you just return your new rectangle's area. All right, so let's see here. We're supposed to print 2. Let's run it, see if it works, and it prints 2. Perfect. Now let's do some other cases. Imagine if it envelops the whole rectangle. Imagine it's just one rectangle inside of one rectangle. And then, all right, 9, that's perfect, because 3 times 3 equals 9. Let's try a rectangle that is so far away. All right, this should give 0. All right, perfect. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. That is how you do rectangle intersection. And yeah, I hope this was useful, and thank you so much. See you next time.